ask my next guest how he's doing, and he'll say, better than I deserve. For 40 plus years, Dave Ramsey has used baby steps to challenge people to live like no one else, so that later they can truly live like no one else. And many people have used his plan to get out of debt and build wealth. And this week, he has set his sights on helping small business owners at his Entreleadership Master Series in Frisco. He joins me this morning to share so much more. Good morning to you, Dave.
Good morning, Erin.
Glad to have you here. My goodness, you're pretty popular. Everybody, when we told everybody that you were coming, everybody was so excited. They were like, I want to ask tips. I need to know all the things. You're here in Dallas for the Entreleadership Master Series. So tell us what this event is all about. What is a culmination of?
Well, we coach about 10,000 small businesses in the Entreleadership program. It's entrepreneurship and leadership combined. And we've got a couple thousand of them up in Frisco for the whole week, and we've been teaching and preaching and everything else all week. So it's been a lot of fun teaching them how to get better at running a small business.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so what are you hearing right now from business owners is their biggest challenge?
You know, it really hasn't changed that much over the years, other than, I mean, we all have the thing where we deal with a digital issue, or we deal with COVID, or we deal with something, but the main thing with running small businesses is they love the people that they hire, they treat them right, and it's hard to find good people. Guess what? It's always been hard to find good people.
Yes, indeed. And you know what? With rising costs and so much uncertainty, I mean, small businesses are just trying to find a way to make it, and they're being impacted every step of the way. And so how are they being led through it? How are you showing them the way?
You know, it's interesting. The entrepreneur is uniquely equipped to deal with volatile times because we're nimble. I mean, and we're a little bit ADD. It's like squirrel, you know. So we're moving at all times, and so we kind of thrive in that setting. Those of us that are entrepreneurial, and so small businesses do really, really well. They actually do better than large businesses when things are crazy.
Interesting. Okay, let's switch gears for half a second. Let's go to someone, just an average American, me, maybe not you because you got all the tips, but how are people managing their money and adapting to today's economy?
You know, what they're figuring out is with these rising costs, and it's mainly like groceries and housing and those kinds of things.
Those main needs.
The pressure has caused them to get very, very intentional and make every single dollar behave. And we even named our budgeting app, our financial app, Every Dollar. So you get in there, you make every dollar do what it's supposed to do, and you feel like you got a raise, and it kind of pushes back some of the anxiety and the feeling like this is all happening to me, and instead I happen to it.
Yes, okay, I like that outlook on it, especially because it's easy to get lost in spending your money, right? It's fun. It's easier for it to go out than it is for it to come in, right? And so managing that can be difficult, but I like the mindset that you put on that. Now, you're on YouTube, you have a podcast, the viewers have gone up lately. My goodness, everybody wants to know your tips. Why do you think you've seen such an uptick?
You know, the latest two generations, Gen Z and millennials, are they're the most fabulous generations with money that I've ever taught.
Oh, well, thank you.
My old boomers, they're all crusty and I have to bust them so hard. But the Gen Zs are walking in going, Dave, I want to learn this stuff and it sounds like common sense to me. And let's do some grown-up adulting things together. And it's caused all of our ratings in talk radio and in, of course, YouTube, podcasts, you know, all the different platforms are all just exploding. It is so wonderful. And we've got all the Ramsey personalities that are young and they're cool. And then you got the old guy over here that's the grouch. So it works out perfect.
You know what, Dave? You can come back anytime. I think you might be the first person that came on the show and said, this generation is good at something. We're not messing it up. Okay, so you talk a lot about taking control, being intentional with your money. So what does that look like in real life? Is that making every dollar count, like you said?
It is. And again, I think that's the reason that budgeting app has exploded. It's become one of the most popular budgeting and financial apps. And because, again, when you do bother to write it down, and if you're married and you and your spouse are talking and you're agreeing on where your spending is going, you're agreeing on your fears and you're agreeing on your dreams, and you know, then it's you two against the world instead of this whole thing is crashing down on us. Again, proactive versus victim stance.
Yes, okay. I like everything you're saying. We have a few rapid fire topics, and so I'm gonna say something. You're gonna tell me what's the first thing that comes to mind. Hopefully it's a really good tip that we can put into use today. So, investing gold and silver.
2% rate of return over the last 80 years per year. Horrible rate of return, very volatile. I don't own any gold except I got one ring right here.
There you go, and that's it.
That's
okay,
it.
so it's not in the jewelry, you guys. Credit card points, miles, all of those things.
I've interviewed over 10,000 millionaires. I've never met one said that, Dave, I became a millionaire on my airline miles.
Okay, listen, I was just looking at that. I'm so glad you're here. Student loans.
Not necessary. The reason student loans happen is because people choose a college they can't afford. Baylor is $54,000 tuition. University of Texas is $11,000 tuition. Shut up.
Pick wisely. Pick
Hello.
wisely for your
Hello.
wallet. Listen, you may want to go to that place, but at the end of the day, the degree is the same when you walk across the stage. Day trading.
Day trading. If you day trade consistently over a year, research says 97% of the time you will lose money.
Oh my God.
You have a better shot in Vegas.
Stop it. Starting a business.
Best time in human history.
Right now.
To
I
start
knew
a
it.
business.
I had to get to
Absolutely.
work. Investing in real estate.
100%. I love real estate, but I pay cash for it. I don't have mortgages.
Okay, but that leads to like residual income, right?
Oh, yeah,
real
it's
estate.
wonderful. Yeah. And guess what? It also works generationally. So I know what my kids and my grandkids are going to be getting.
You know what? I'm enjoying this conversation. I wish we could just go for the whole hour. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Give me one thing people can put into place right now, today, to help them with their budgets.
Sit down with your spouse if you're married and get in agreement. And if you'll get in agreement and do it on purpose, very few of us do stupid things on purpose.
There you go.
But we all do stupid things when we don't have a purpose.
Come on now. Dave is coming with the alliterations this morning. I love it. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.